Hello again. It's the third time I put up a video. First one, just having difficulties uploading things. But when you look at the whole scheme of things, number one, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging in there. I'm going to recap the first two videos. But I gotta say that, as frustrating as a day that I'm having today, it's gotta be a little better than what he's dealing with. Should we ask him? Do you have anything you want to say? I understand. I would probably be saying the same thing too. Do you want to defend yourself in any way? I understand. It's time to go see the puppy. Puppy's not here. Okay, getting rid of him. So, what I read on before was, and I'll read on this again, but I read on Weisselberg, I read on DeSantis because he had a dog whistle, the same Republican talking points, which is really stupid because the original investigation into this hush money payment was with Bill Barr. So where are they going with this? As you guys know, everybody, so many of the readers have covered this already. And the reason I don't jump on right away is I want things to marinate with me a little bit. I want them to I like to get more information before I just jump into things. There was, in the beginning of the week, I said that we might get a little bit of justice this week. And I think that that did happen. Then I heard the news where the grand jury wasn't going to, they were going on vacation for a month. And I went, oh, well, there goes that. We're not getting anything. So it's important to, not pay attention to the 24-hour news cycle so much and listen to our own intuition. And so we did get a little bit of justice. But it's just the beginning of a very long process. And so this clown show is going to keep going on. And the only reason I say it's a clown show because because of what Trump and the MAGA people are going to start throwing out there, that it's a witch hunt. It's all because of George Soros, and I'm like, really? Alvin Bragg? They don't even think that it's the grand jury was comprised of, was it 25, 28 jurors, and 12 had to come to an agreement on it. So, and it's just not one count. Reportedly, there's like 30 of them. So, as I cut the deck and I'm thinking of this, heartbreak for the guy on the floor down there. Okay. The other thing too that I was talking about, the first thing, and I'll throw some more cards on this today, is in the middle of that last video, my Republican hillbilly toothless brother called me. And I go, that'd be cool. Let him, join in on the conversation. And I thought, how's that going to go? And it's not going to go well. I remember doing a reading when I first started this channel about how do we deal with our neighbors and our family members who are Republican, those that we talk to anyway, which is a whole nother sad story. But how do we deal with them? And I don't think now is the time to put it in their face. I think now's time to back off a little bit and to not go, nah, I told you. Although you kind of really want to. So, I'll just leave it like that. I'm not going to even throw the cards on it. The cards pretty much said, we got to come together and find a way to love each other. And even though we are celebrating, it's a double-edged sword with the Two of Swords that just got to be careful. And so I'm choosing not to engage. I'm just going to listen. Hopefully I won't have to say anything. If my wife is around, she's not as controlled as I am. Yeah, right. All right, until the little snap, till a little switch goes off into my head. Cancer Gemini, I got a switch in my head that when it flips, watch out. Okay. The first two videos I said I didn't want to read on Mr. Pumpkinhead, but I think I'm going to. So I did look at Ron DeSantis. He's waiting to, he's doing his dog whistles to run. But there's something that's coming up. He got the Tower card at the top of the reading, and he's got a lot of money coming in, but it's being crossed by the Eight of Wands, something fast coming in. And at the top of the reading was the Tower. So there's going to be something that keeps him from succeeding in his quest. But he is waiting for the state legislature, who is they have a super majority of Republicans there, and they need to approve that the governor can hold the governor's position while running for higher office, because right now it's against the law for him to do that. So they're going to change it and he's going to run. But he's got a Tower moment coming. Something fast is coming in that's going to rebuild, that's going to cause him to rebuild something. And did you hear in Florida that Disney, DeSantis said, we're going to take over Disney's board, or whatever that was. And at the time I said, do not mess with the mouse. Do not mess with the mouse. Well, it turns out that there is a provision in the original charter that Disney created with Florida that says, Ronnie, you can't do this. But what he can do is pay for the upkeep of roads and certain things. So Florida's got to pay a bunch of money for the roads, to upkeep the roads. And he's going to fight this a little bit, and it's going to cost him $1,700 an hour in legal fees. Win-win for the lawyers. Speaking of lawyers, Weiselberg has a new lawyer. So he got rid of the Trump lawyer. And I'm tired of reading on him because I read on him twice today. So he got rid of the Trump assigned lawyer, and now he's got a new lawyer. And what I picked up was that he has a ton more information. He's very conflicted because his dad, because Weisselberg worked for Fred Trump and Donald Trump. He's got a lot of loyalty to the family. He knows a lot of things about the family. And what I picked up was either he gave or will be giving information to lessen his sentence a little bit, to get him out a little early, or not to put him in longer. I mean, he's in Rikers, for God's sakes. Yuck. He's 75? I'm having a hard time, being locked in my own house with the COVID restrictions and the rain. Can you imagine Rikers? Oof. Oof. Anyways, I'm sure he's building big muscles. So let's just take a look at. So we have Weiselberg potentially giving a lot more information to balance out justice. And I think he is. The cards really look like he was doing it. We got Ronnie not jumping into the presidential race now. He's looking at it. But maybe the tower moment is Trump fallen. Let's just take a look. And I was so happy. Sorry. I was so happy that I hadn't heard anything from Donnie Jr. And then yesterday I heard from Donnie Jr. So let's just look. What's Trump? What is Trump feeling today? What is Trump feeling today? And I don't, because it's going to be such a crazy circus, I want to try not to focus on it so much. I, heard the term that Trump is taking up all the oxygen in the room. And it's kind of true. So I'm not going to let him. Let's just let the justice system play it out. It's going to be long. It's going to be tedious. It's going to be a S show. Trump, how are you feeling? 3 cards. He's got a decision to make, the 2 of Wands. And when I look at this, the Wands, the passion, it's like he's bouncing off the walls a little bit, feeling, just fiery passion, just, this, and just bouncing back and forth. The guy does have the world in his hands, so there may be something. He's even talking about paying off somebody. Again, that's what I heard. And the lawyers are going, hell no. But this also could be about the payments, the hush money, blah, blah, blah. And it's coming up. He's scared of that big stick, for sure. So, and it's, as I've said before, it's really hard to get into his energy because he bounces around so much. And speaking of bouncing around, let's look into Junior's energy. Junior's energy. Oof. Okay. Yeah. He's not well. Yeah. A little underwater. So 3 cards. 4 swords. He's not well. Junior. This is a retreat card. He should be retreating. If If this was an advice, if I was to give him some advice, I would tell him to heed this card, take a time out, go back to being quiet again. This Four of Swords, if you think of swords as truth, then there's a lot of truth coming at him. And he needs to, it would be wise for him to listen to everything before he starts ranting and raving. This is also a sickness card, illness. So, hang on. I think I'm allergic to him. He's got the Judgment card coming up, as well as the Two of Pentacles. This could be his finances, but I think it's more his just being underwater, trying to juggle too many things, too many projects, legal things. This is also legal where I said it. So maybe he's got 4 things coming at him that he's not looking at. He better start looking at them. Judgment's coming. All right. All right. What else do we want to look at? So funny. Everybody's like, yesterday was just like on YouTube, all the readers, they're like so happy. It's just, it feels really, really good that justice may happen, accountability may happen. And you hear about all the Republicans, their side saying it's a witch hunt and blah, blah, blah. But if you look at history, you can see that it's happened before. Look at Illinois, Rob Blagojevich, whatever his name is. He was the governor of Illinois. He got put in prison. Trump pardoned him. But, right? Vice presidents have been indicted. Was it Spiro Agnew? I think it was Spiro. And Nixon was going to be indicted, but Ford pardoned him, saying that the country couldn't handle it. This is going to test the country. And let's take a look at that. And then I keep hearing Aaron Burr. And I think of that milk commercial where the guy is a whiz at game shows, and he just takes a bite of peanut butter or something, and he can't say the word Aaron Burr, and he doesn't have milk to wash down his sandwich. I don't know where I was going with that. Aaron Burr. But I think he killed 2 people while he was president, and then he was charged, indicted as a traitor, I think. So, and I don't see, this Stormy Daniels case. It's the little case. The big one is J6, him trying to change the will of the voters, trying to change the outcome of a presidential election, the non-peaceful transfer of power. And the thing is, with all of these cases, with why they're taking so long, is that you really, this is a big deal. This is going to split the country until we can heal. But you have to have everything in a row. You see how the other side is trying to pick on anything. I think they're failing, but they're trying to pick on anything. A democratic political witch hunt, which again, I don't know if I'm repeating myself because this is the third time I'm doing this video, but Alvin Bragg is a Democrat. Bill Barr was a Republican. That was political. It should not be when you're doing your job. Maybe we'll look into that and say prosecutors should not be political. I don't, that's for higher ups. That's for somebody else to think about. So, what was I going to read on? I forgot. I was just thinking about, how bad is this going to be to pull our country apart? And how bad is it going to be? How bad is it going to get in the near term? Just 3 cards, because things change. The energy is going to change fast. In the short term, how bad is it going to be? Let's just do, well, that flew out. This could be bad. But we are going to be able, and it's this celebration that we're having. It's half the country is going, yay. The other half is going, oh my God. Things are being destroyed. So, how bad is it going to get for our country, for the United States? It's the 2 cards that popped out were good. I mean, it was the tower moment, things falling down, and then a celebration. I got giving and receiving. This is asking for help. This is offering help. This is a balance, a rebalancing of things. Let me help you, you help me. It's being challenged by temperance, the rebalancing of things, the black versus white wings, right? The red versus, I think it's clear water and wine, mixing together. We need to come together. And I think we will, but we still have that tower moment that we're going to get through. People are celebrating at the base of this. In the past, there's a little upside downness, but this is also taking a look at it from a different point of view. Yay. We have the 4 of Wands, which is a celebration. Watch out for the false celebration. And we have the hard work ahead of us in the potential near future. So don't think that this celebration and this cheering is all going to be easy peasy. It is going to be work. That's what this says. And it's hard work, diligent work, staying to it. Okay. Because Donald Trump sucks all the news out, I think we did have another mass shooting this week. And I remember when Obama was president and he came out with a statement that, and I think it was a mass shooting, and he kind of blamed the Republicans. Let's change some gun laws or something. And I said, oh, wait, just not so quick. Wait a bit. when Biden came out and said the same thing, it was, get it together. The majority of people want something done, yet the few in Congress are holding it up. Let's look at gun legislation. And then I'm going to go. I'm doing live with Andrea tonight at 6, World News. So it's like I've been on YouTube all day. Whew. Not that I don't like being on YouTube. But I'm just talking to myself and a doll. Some people might say, you need help, Danny. Shh. He did. You need help. Okay. This congressional term, are we going to see gun legislation this congressional term? I love this card. Writing in is a winner. Wish card. Oh, come on. At the base of the reading is the Four of Pentacles. This is those MAGA people that are holding on, that are keeping us imprisoned, that are not letting these laws pass. In the past, they know what work needs to be done. They know they have the Three of Pentacles. They know things need to be worked on. The top of the reading, it's the Two of Wands. Which way do we go, George? It's like, come on. Anything is better than nothing. The near future, they're not doing anything. They have ideas. They're not moving on it. I'm going to keep going around, maybe get internally the heavy burden. We have the Strength card in the external position. Hopes and fears are the Two of Pentacles, still juggling, till trying. Let's hope that we can juggle this and figure it out in the final outcome. Oh, wow. Clarified by wow. I'm not sure what this means. This is, yes, something's going to happen. We have the Queen and King of Pentacles. It's all about the money. And if it's all about the money, how does the Sun, I have to clarify this. How do we get the Sun card? Holding up the Sword of Truth with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, clarifying that. With all this money, because what I'm hearing in my head, and I don't know if this is intuitive or whatever, but what I thought about it, the NRA gets so much money that and gives so much money, and they're getting so much money from maybe not legal sources, but this Sun card is holding the Sword of Truth, shining light. What is this Sun card in Queen of Pentacles? Give me some clarity. Documents, via, flip. I'm going to keep going because I'm not. Help me. Okay. I don't know. So, how do we get the Sun card with all this money being pumped in there, right? There's some documents that are going to change. So maybe it's the illegal money being funneled into the NRA. So I said, well, give me some more, because maybe, yeah. So they gave me poverty and wealth. And again, I look at the pollution in the wind-up toy, the pretend wealth. And I said, okay, help me out, please. Please, are we going to be able to change these gun laws? Happy. Sun. So there's something going to be about money that's going to flip the money being poured into these congressmen and the senators that are holding up gun legislation, that are creating poverty in our nation, because we're losing so many children, so many lives lost. And I know, I'm hearing my Republican redneck brother going, it isn't going to happen. You're not taking my gun. And he's not a gun guy. Well, he has a lot of guns. He has a lot of guns. And he goes, I don't know what to do with them. Do I sell them and then somebody is going to use them? If I have them, then no one's going to die, because I don't even know where the bullets are. That's what he says. You go, okay. And he knows the owner of Springfield Armory, and the guy keeps giving him guns. He goes, Danny, you want a gun? At one time, I said, yeah, cool. Not anymore. I flipped. So, there it is. I'm going to end this now. I want to say peace and love. I'm going to put this on the computer, make sure I have sound, make sure everything works well. Be really, really careful when we're out in public. We got that tower moment coming. I feel it. Be careful. Maybe it's an earthquake. I just saw Linda G. She keeps saying Central Coast earthquake. God dang, stop. She said, oh yeah, it's going to rain a lot. I'm going to get a boat. Stop. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Central Coast earthquake. Be really, really careful. Just because we're right, we're not 1,000% right. Well, okay, maybe we are. But let's let things settle down, because I feel like nerves are so raw. And, you know, I even hear my Republican brother going, this is just wrong, this is just wrong. But he will settle down. I know he will. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Psychic Duck, you have anything else to say? Peace and love. Thank you.